ET. So 20 minutes to decide the champions of 1995. Eugene Brazzali in the middle, gets us underway. Bulleen using the football first, heading toward the Yarra River or scoreboard end of Olympic Park. Two each in the grand final, big turnover already. Kutlasovski wheels his way into the front half. Short ball off. Svetkovski, one way, the other, gets onto his right boot, left boot, any way he can, swamped by swarming Bulleen defenders, gets it back, tries the push pass wide for Kutlasovski. Harris with the coverage. Grabak. Square for Leutjens, far left. Runya away, booms it downfield. And a scrambled start to this extra time period, 10 minutes either way. Tired legs out there, you saw it then. Swing of the leg by Tsiakos, turnover. Kutlasovski can't get onto the left boot. Liparotti stays with him. Release for Velkovsky. The danger combination. Henry tries it, takes a cannon in the air. Markovski there, back at a goal! Ho-ho! And Jonesy has the desired effect in the opening minute and a quarter of extra time, and Altona Magic, they've produced this special magic, come from behind, they're up by 3-2, Paul Williams. And we said they had the momentum going into extra time.
They did too, and they also got Markovski, who is by far the most prolific player in the air, in the side. And he showed it there because that was a half chance.
Extra time, second period. Altona Magic up by 3-2, 2 rather. 8 minutes and 10 seconds played. Less than 2 minutes of regulation time. Bulleen have got to go now and press the red alert button. Liparotti, they're a tired team. Sonsini edges his way. Runya with the coverage. Sonsini elects to go outside. Runya, the assist clear by Velkovsky. They've got it one, Altona Magic, I think. Velkovsky, chest it down, numbers forward. Tsiakos pops it in the air. Grabak controls, can't run the gap. Loose ball down. Liparotti strokes it crossfield, grandstand side. Bulleen come again. Diorio on his right boot. Diorio into the box. Oh, what a save, Darren McGrath. Well, that may have been the last chance for the Lions, right there and then. And Darren McGrath makes the stop on Peter Diorio, who launched himself into the attack to try and lift Bulleen out of a very deep, dark ditch in the dying moments of the grand final. September 17, 1995, and Altona Magic may be seeing potential turn to greatness, and a terrific day in the history of the Western Suburban Club. And Ian Dobson, who has marshalled the rise of Altona Magic over 2.5 years. Not over yet! Oh gosh. And Ian Dobson, I reckon, well, he looks cool on the bench. But Bulleen again to keep it going. No!
That's it.
Final whistle!
Altona have won.
Altona Magic, on a day of heroes, a day of high drama, have come from behind twice to win the 1995 Grand Final. And for the first time in club history, Altona Magic are champions of Victoria. What a day. Look at Tommy Markovsky there. Nick Georgopoulos, they've done it the hard way. Bulleen led twice. And don't discount the contribution of Bulleen. 4 arduous weeks on the road to the grand final. They couldn't quite keep the pace up. Some lovely scenes down there. Robert Runya going over to the Bulleen bench to say congratulations on what has been a tremendous effort. But Altona Magic, it's a day that will be long remembered at Paisley Park.
And big Tom Markowski in the shot there. He's finally got his hands on a Premier League winners medal.
Well, he said
it's a great day for him.
He said he wanted to come out of the shadows of his brother John Markowski, and he's done so in style. The Altona Magic supporters.
Georgopoulos there, who could forget his marvellous goal in the second half. A super chip from all of 30 metres.
Look at the faces. Well, it tells the story, doesn't it? Svetkovsky, the kid that's come into the lineup. John Markowski scored 1 touch, 1 goal. Can't do much better. Emotion that will surge, I have no doubt.
And Bulleen there just
Paisley Park
couldn't keep it going. Peter Ollerton consoles some of his players. They said it couldn't be done from 4th place, but they almost proved everybody wrong.
Long, hard. At least I get paid for it. As the presentations start, as the presentations get ready to start anyway. This is
the referees finally get recognised.
Yeah. This is what the presentations are for, though. This is what the season's for. The hard... Okay. Well, there you go. This is why you train through the summer months. The sweat and the toil. This is what the regulation season's all about. And medals, of course, to the runners-up. Bulleen, led by Scott Patterson. And medals, of course, to the runners-up. Bulleen, led by Scott Patterson. His last game in the Premier League. Well done, SP. Dale White. 2 goals.
Great game.
Yep, record-equalling effort in a grand final for Dale White. Tom Sonsini
set up both the goals. Fine game from him on the right-hand side.
Velitsiakos. You cannot... discount what Bulleen has done during this final series. In the end, when it came down to a war of attrition, though, Paul, well, they just didn't have the petrol in the tank anymore, did they?
I think they ran out, and that 4th finals game was just too much for them. Bear in mind, Altona didn't have to play as many matches. They would have had that extra week's rest. Maybe that's what took its toll at the end of extra time. Who knows? Maybe it was just one bit of magic from Big John Markowski was the difference.
Well, in the end, Bulleen had, in fact, had to play 420 minutes of finals football. 3 of their matches going into time added on. Or to extra time, rather.
And Jeff Olver, who has had such a distinguished career. A runners-up medal for him today. He's had his win. Robert Runya goes up to take the adulation. And his medal from George Wallace. And the rest of the Altona Magic players follow on as well.
Kutlasovsky, the Iceman, came back just at the right time, didn't he?
Scored the equaliser in the first half.
Fantastic stuff.
Henry Velkovsky, perhaps the Jim Rooney medal winner. That's yet to be announced. And Tenisovsky, the player who got the team to this match with that late goal against Port Melbourne a fortnight ago.
And wasn't that critical in the makeup of the final series? Dana Matarescu, the sub. Nick Georgopoulos, Paulie Harris, last game. Former gold medalist, now he's a champion as well.
Darren McGrath, fine saves by him to get his side to this match, and a couple of beauties in the final as well.
The reserves going up for their medals as well, the unused reserves.
Nick Radecki, who was subbed in the second half, he played his part.
Well, they all did, didn't they, during the course of the season. A championship victory is not just one game, it's a full season. All contributors in a momentous occasion. John Markowski I reckon one touch during the entire final series, and he's knocked a goal home in the grand final, so that's not a bad effort.
Won't even have to polish the boots after today's match. Chris Emsovsky, who's had a fine season and capped it off here with the Jim Rooney medal. He was struggling in the second half. He could hardly walk, but he stayed on. And he can hardly walk to the dais now because he's still struggling from cramp, but he'll manage it somehow.
Well, by one means, fair or foul, he won't be able to walk probably by midnight tonight. Well, you can say what you like, Chrissy, you're a winner. And Biden goes, they'll be fishing them out of the sewers down at Paisley Park tomorrow morning, I reckon, Paul.
And this is the moment that every player would hope that he could achieve. And Tom Markowski holds the trophy aloft. Fantastic moment for Altona Gate.
But I think what you saw in the last half of this extra time, we still attacked them. And it shows you the character of the players I had behind me. And I think the character and the spirit of the players and the club really got as far as what we did. I personally never felt that we were good enough to win it. I was never going to say that because you don't make silly comments, but now it's all over and done with. I thought we lacked possibly a couple of good players, classy players, to have won it. And I think if we're the right type of players, we would have won it. But, you know, credit to Altona. Somebody's got to be a winner and a loser. But I'm very happy. I've told the players to hold their head up high tonight when they go back to the Bulleen club. They've done the club proud and themselves proud. I mean, nobody expected Bulleen to get to this grand final. And when I went there 19 weeks ago, when they were second bottom, I certainly didn't think that as well. The club sat me down and said, get us out of relegation. And here we are today, losing the grand final by an odd goal in extra time. So we've got a lot to be proud of as well.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Listen, boys, hey!
Well done, lads, and a great team, and that's my team for next year.